greatest fears, Thomas? What's your greatest fear?
No. What? Face your fears. Piss for the besties. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Barely Bearable Besties. I'm Thomas.
I'm Bianca.
So, what are you afraid of?
So many things.
What are you afraid of?
All right.
Tell me. No, let me know. Let me know. I want to know right now.
You are currently talking to the audience.
We could be like one of the interactive shows. Like, what are you afraid of?
Me too.
Oh my goodness, me too. That
Like,
sounds
this is
really
Dora the
scary. Do you see the clown?
Do you see the clown?
Do you remember? This would have been back in like 2012, 2013. There was down in like South Carolina. There were clowns.
Yes. No, it wasn't. It was 2016.
Really?
Yes, it was 2016. The clown epidemic.
The clown epidemic.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Throw that word around, huh?
No, there were clowns everywhere.
Yes, I believe they started in like South Carolina, North Carolina, somewhere around there.
I didn't know they started there.
And
they were worldwide, baby.
They were worldwide.
Those clowns were everywhere.
So I never saw one.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see one?
I don't go outside enough to see a clown.
Mm-hmm.
But
But okay, so what I did it was around September, October.
Mm-hmm.
I do remember this because it was Halloween and everyone was freaking out. So what I actually decided to do was I had this old clown costume in my like closet.
No.
Barely fit, so I basically had to wear like slacks and then like this sort of weird yellowish shirt and then the whole rubber mask.
Sure.
So we did this thing with like my church at the time where we would drive around neighborhoods giving out stuff. So I just basically were all in the back of this like pickup truck. We would jump out, give the candy to the people who we had marked as like, oh, they can't really walk, so we'll just put it, give it to them. And I jumped out of the back of the pickup truck and just sort of hung back from everyone.
Oh, Thomas.
So what I did is I sort of like, I would go to, like, I knew the guy, right? I knew this dude. And so I went and sort of stood by the window. And, no, I'm kidding, I didn't.
Okay, oh my gosh. I was freaking out.
I just like on air, just describe a crime that I committed. And I killed his cat.
No.
No.
I have a story about that.
About killing a cat?
Yeah.
Like, now?
I don't know. People don't think it's funny.
Let's hear it.
It's
long story short, the cat is dead and I'm okay.
Yes. Long story short, my cousin killed a cat. Anyways, moving on. He thought it was dead.
Have you ever killed anyone? Me too.
He buried it. It wasn't dead. That's my cat.
So Halloween's coming up.
It's terrible.
By the time we've recorded this, Halloween will be in less than a week.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's this Monday. So we're recording this on a Tuesday.
So we're back to Tuesday.
Yeah,
did it.
We did it on time.
It's really weird though because we like just recorded the last episode.
Yeah, we recorded it like a day ago.
Yeah, and so like we recorded it and basically then we posted it.
Right.
And so now it's like back to back.
No, yeah, it is back to back. Like I don't think I think this is proof that we can't do this every day.
Yeah,
we can't. We couldn't be like actual like radio people or like do people do podcasts every day? Is that a thing that people do?
I don't think most people do. Podcasts are typically more of a weekly.
Right.
To a week.
I do one of a podcast I follow called Abroad in Japan. They do it twice a week. Yeah. But it's like 35-minute episodes.
Yeah.
So they do it twice a week.
We just can't handle each other that much.
No,
that would be too much. We're
more
besties,
than once a week.
But like...
More than once a week, dear God. Sorry, I just had to get some hydration. So Halloween is fast approaching. Now we're going to be talking about Halloween next week, more specifically about some things we've done over Halloween, kind of some costumes we have. The costumes we're going to have this year. Neither of us are dressing up. No, you're dressing up. I'm not.
Yeah. We'll talk about it next week.
I'm not. Even though I'm going to be teaching, so I could dress up as something.
You should, because it's on a Monday. Halloween's on a Monday this year.
Yeah, which is unfortunate for the kids.
Why?
Because they gotta go to school the next day.
They don't. Oh man.
They don't have to go to school.
No, I don't know. In my head it's like they cancel it or something.
They cancel school for Halloween?
But that's not a thing.
No, it is not.
No, I have some good Halloween stories to talk about, though.
I actually knew a guy on Halloween, just while we're on the topic before I forget, who during, like, the pandemic and all, they wanted to do trick-or-treating. Like, people did it. I don't remember people coming to my house, but, like, some kids did it. Mm-hmm. So what they did is they would, like, disinfect everything. They had the gloves, and they got a big PVC pipe, and they would stand at the edge of the driveway and hold this big PVC pipe and put it down the tube and just sort of shoot down, and the kids would pick it up. No, that's not sad. They loved it.
No, that's
the kids
so cool.
loved it.
It's just you think, like, what a weird world we live in. Everything about that, like, including the trick or treating, like when you take it out of context, it's weird. No,
it is strange.
Like, everything about that whole situation is weird.
Yeah, no, it's really bizarre.
What a world.
But we'll talk more about Halloween and trick-or-treating later, because we both celebrated Halloween. We both trick-or-treated. We both dressed up.
Yep.
Now, I don't remember when you stopped dressing up, but
I have.
Oh, no, sorry.
I have.
Yeah, no, I stopped dressing up when I was like 10.
Yeah.
But you know what? Well, actually, we'll get to that next week. We're talking a lot about Halloween for the episode that is not Halloween. But today, to get into that sort of spooky spirit,
Thomas brought a game.
Yeah, I brought a game. I brought a board game. So I was walking around Walmart a few months ago, and I saw a game called... Is this the box?
No, the box is all the way over there.
You threw it.
Sorry.
Called Your Worst Nightmare.
Your Worst Nightmare.
So...
It's got a snake on it.
Yeah, I was going to say, for the people who are listening, it's a black box that just says in yellow, Your Worst Nightmare, and then has a snake on it.
Wait.
So you can imagine me going into Walmart. I was like, I want to know what this is.
Yeah. And
it was cheap. It was like $10.
Sure.
So I snatched it up.
I love Walmart board games. They always have fun things.
I love board games. Like, I have so many board games that I have on, like, a wish list. I'm like, some board games are expensive, though.
Yes.
Like, stupidly expensive.
Yeah, no,
like,
for sure.
Like, oh, that looks fun. Ooh, $30.
Yeah.
Cool. A lot of them are, like, party games.
Yeah.
That are, like, I mean, we're a party, but we're not, like...
Well, see, here's what I think, too. I think you kind of can't go wrong with getting someone, like, a board game as a gift. Because that's fun. That's a fun thing, and they're gonna use it.
If they're cool, then yeah.
No, because
what if they don't like board games?
That's something I think my parents do a lot at, like, weddings and stuff. Mm-hmm. Apart from, like, the registry, we usually also throw in, like, a board game as, like, hey, you're living together, you're starting your life, you have a house, like, here's a board game for you. Everyone.
You're sorry, because you're gonna be saying that a lot.
But, like, that's fun.
Right. Yeah.
Board game.
No, yeah, I think
that's a good gift.
I like, for Christmas, or for my birthday, I guess, because even though my birthday was like 2 weeks ago, I haven't received any gifts because we're waiting, because I haven't been home. But
I gave you a gift.
You did give me a gift. But we I don't know. I really like getting board games because I love board games. Now, some are lame. Like, it's always, that's the gamble, is like you spend $20 on a board game and then it sucks and you're like, man, this is such a waste of everything. Because a lot of board games are just super boring, or they're like...
Well, and I will say most board games are not meant for 2 people.
That's true. No, that is absolutely true. But Your Worst Nightmare is. It's made for... It can be up to...
Stop throwing it so far away.
It can be up to 2+.
Oh, perfect.
And we're 2, so... so we
3
got...
if you count bingo.
Yeah, and then our very special guest... do you want it? No, we don't have guests.
Not yet.
Not yet. Well, we have Bingo.
We're getting there. Bingo's the CEO. He's not a guest.
He just chills out.
He's supervising us.
You're doing great, buddy.
We love you. All right, let's go.
Oh, let's
do the thing.
So how this game works. So we have
4.
4 if I can count.
4 is the number.
4 cards here that say different things. So these are getting tickled, giving blood, global epidemics, and animal attacks. So we have our little whiteboards here, so we're going to try to be as verbal as possible for the people who are listening. But if you're watching, we have a whiteboard here that has, like, these rankings, and we are meant to rank these on which scares us the most. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll explain the next step of the game.
Okay, got it.
So, oh wow, okay. Okay.
I just did 1, 2, 3, 4. Like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, that's smart.
Because I didn't want to write the whole thing, because that would take too long.
Okay.
Yeah, so again, it was getting tickled, giving blood, global epidemics, and animal attacks. And I'm sure we will have things to say.
And then what we're supposed to do is we are supposed to guess what the other person ranked them. So we have it on the other side of the board. We have what we are supposed... I dropped the eraser. Everything's falling apart. We have what we think that the other person wrote. And we're supposed to guess, and whoever gets the most right gets the point, I guess. Or if we tie, we both get a point. And it's the first to 13. We're just going to do it until we get bored. But what do I think you... see, my thought process, since you've already written yours for me, my thought process is, I don't think you...
are you guessing mine right now?
No, I'm just thinking out loud and I'm trying to be verbal for the people.
Oh, gotcha.
Let's do this. Okay. All right. I'm ready.
All right. So what are we guessing each other's first?
Yes. Okay. So Bianca, I thought out of all of these, you would be most scared of animal attacks.
Okay.
Then global epidemics.
Okay.
Then giving blood. Then getting tickled. However, I believe you're mortified of all 4 of these things.
No, not all 4. You are wrong.
Oh, okay.
Do you want me to give you my answers first, or do you want me to guess yours?
Let's give you your answers first.
Okay. I said I am... This is probably not true, but I went ahead and put getting tickled as number 1. Because I hate being tickled. I hate it. I hate it so much. When I was a kid, people would go like they wouldn't even actually tickle me. They would just go like this,
sure.
and I would freak out.
So honestly, I almost put that as a joke.
Number 1. I'm kind of answering it as a joke. Okay, is
this a joke to you? This podcast is a joke to you?
I mean, it's supposed to be funny. We try.
That's true. If you laughed, leave a like. Subscribe if you laughed. If you chuckled at least once.
Number 2.
Again.
Wait, what did you put for number 2? For me?
Global epidemics.
Okay, that's what I put. I put global epidemics as number 2.
Okay.
What did you put for number 3?
Giving blood.
That is correct. That is what I put. And number 4, I put animal attacks because I've been attacked by so many animals. That doesn't faze
Okay, so
me
basically,
anymore.
so I got 2 points. So basically, I swapped getting tickled and animal attacks.
Yeah, no, because you got to think, Thomas. I've been attacked by raccoon, camel.
Yeah, and you handled
dolphin,
it so well. And
camel,
peacock.
peacock.
See, here's
horse,
the thing, though.
Dog.
Here's the thing, though. Thank you. Here's the thing. You hold a grudge against raccoons and dolphins, but you don't seem to hold a grudge against camels.
No, it wasn't entirely his fault. I do hold a grudge against one of the girls involved. I do hold grudges. I'm a grudge holder, aren't I? Oof.
Yeah. But we can tell that story later.
Yeah, no,
Not
that's a good
today,
story.
But in general,
because only one of the times I was attacked by a camel was I covered head to toe in whipped cream. So that's a story. Okay, I guessed for you.
All right.
I guessed for you. I guessed animal attacks as number 1.
Okay.
I guessed number 2 global epidemics.
Okay.
And then I said getting tickled, and then giving blood last because you give blood all the time. So.
Okay. Yes. So.
How'd I do?
Number 1, global epidemics.
Yes.
That's not what you put.
What? What did I put?
You put animal attacks, right?
Oh, I did. Oh, I think I put them backwards. Well, oh well.
Oh, sure. Number 2, animal attacks.
Oh, I was so close.
Because here's the thing. I go hiking a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not afraid of black bears, but I don't want to see one.
Thought.
You know,
that
I don't
want
to see one.
No, that was definitely what I was thinking.
Number 3, it's getting tickled.
Yep.
And number 4 is giving blood.
Perfect.
Because yeah, I give blood all the time.
So did we both get 2?
Yes, we both got 2.
Awesome.
So we both get a point. So I just wrote. I don't know how to. I just wrote it right there. I don't know what this is for.
We'll figure it out later.
It all comes out in the wash. Okay.
Yes, it
so you want to do 2 and 2?
Like we
2
both
cards?
get 2.
Yeah. All right. So ooh.
All right. The 2 I undid whatever. Removing hair from a drain and kidnapping.
And then I got running out of gas and slipping on banana peels.
These are dumb.
No, these are all horrifying.
Okay.
They all can happen, okay?
I feel like running out of gas needs more story. Like, you're in the middle of nowhere, your phone is dead, it's the storm.
Here, No, I disagree, because you don't drive. And here's the thing. The idea of me just, no matter where I am, if I'm in the parking lot, okay, maybe not in the parking lot, but if I am anywhere besides like in the general vicinity of my apartment, running out of gas sounds like the worst thing ever. Because I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to have to get this towed. That's going to cost a lot of money. Or I'm going to have to go walk all the way to a gas station. Or what if it's in the middle of the night, you know? It's a horrifying prospect, okay?
No, you're
right.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to have AAA.
You don't have AAA?
I don't think so. No, I don't have AAA. I feel like I would know that.
All right. And now I gotta guess yours.
Here's the hardest part. The hardest part about this is, getting in your mind. In your weird little mind.
My weird little mind?
Because there should be, like, obviously there's a correct, in like, a genuine, like, if this happened to me, this would be the worst thing ever. Like, obviously kidnapping is the worst thing that could happen to you out of this thing. Then maybe running out of gas, then, like, slipping up an ant peel and removing, that's not really something you should be afraid of.
Right.
If you're, like, genuinely.
Right.
But.
I don't know, it happens.
In your little brain.
Kids eat at the table, they throw the banana peel, it's occupational hazard when you work with children.
Exactly. That's why my classes are a banana-free zone.
Banana-free zone.
No, I don't want to run. You won't catch me lacking.
It's like the classrooms that are like no peanuts allowed, except like this is like bananas not allowed.
Exactly.
We actually had a little girl. She's so sweet. So my mom and I are both allergic to mangoes, and she brought in snacks for everybody, and they were like fruit bars. And the little girl went through, it was like a giant box, and she went through and took out every single mango fruit bar and then brought them to the gym.
Aww.
Like, yeah.
That's great. What do you mean by fruit bar?
Fruit bar.
Like the leather things? The fruit
No,
leather
they
things?
weren't fruit
I
leathers.
love fruit leather.
I love fruit
You know what
leather.
the worst
we
part?
Get back on that.
You know what get back on that?
I mean, you don't eat them all the time now, do you?
No. Well, you know what the worst part about living in the city we currently live in is? There's no Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's has the best fruit leather. And we have Walmart fruit leather. Are you willing to like go that low? Are you that low?
Man, I used to eat fruit leathers all the time.
I love fruit leather.
I'm gonna start bringing that
fruit
back
leather. We should have a fruit leather party. We should have an episode about fruit leather. Why are we doing this right now?
Episode about
Why are we
fruit
doing
leather?
this? Why are we talking about our fears? When fruit leather exists.
I'm afraid of not having enough fruit leather in my life.
I'm afraid.
Number one.
I'm afraid about not having an episode about fruit leather.
I'm afraid of fruit leather.
I'm afraid.
I'm afraid. I am afraid.
Sponsored by Fruit Leather.
Yes! Fruit Leather brand, whoever you are.
Hold on. What are the biggest fruit
No,
leather
not right now.
No, this is important, okay? This is important.
You know, sometimes you're like, see what I have to deal with when I do things.
Yeah, but here's the thing. When I do things, it's quirky and fun.
Oh, okay. How
to make fruit leather. Stretch Island. That's what I want. I like that brand name a lot.
Stretch Island?
Stretch Island, yeah. This is a stupid name.
It matches your shirt.
Yeah, okay, actually, quick thing, but I know we're super off topic.
Yeah.
Quick thing about this shirt.
Mm-hmm.
I know I said this on our old podcast, but this is a new podcast, new friends.
We do have new friends. We definitely have a lot of people that listen to this podcast that did not
Listen, Soy Milk was a cult classic.
No, absolutely. It was not appreciated at its time. It was appreciated by the three who were in it and some parents.
Family. Yeah, and the parent. Some parents. Your grandparents had some issues with it. Had some objections.
You got kicked off the air. It was so bad.
Your grandparents pulled the plug on us really quickly.
Okay, what are you gonna say? Your shirt.
So this shirt.
Yes.
So, I was looking through my grandfather's stuff, and I was taking out the stuff that fit me, and trying it on, that kind of stuff, and I get this shirt on. I'm like, I love this shirt. This is awesome. I'm not much of a car guy. It's got cars all over it, but I mean, I've never passed up the chance for a Hawaiian shirt.
Right.
Not often does the universe give you a Hawaiian shirt.
It's true.
And so I
Take
turned to
all
my
the
grandmother.
shirts you can get.
I turned to my grandmother, and she has Alzheimer's, but she said, "Oh, that shirt." So we went to a party. I don't remember when this was, but we went to a party, and on the way there, we realized that it was a Hawaiian themed party, and we didn't know. So we stopped at a Salvation Army or a Goodwill, I don't remember, and we bought the shirt, and he never wore it again. But we kept it in the closet just in case we had another Hawaiian party.
That is so great.
And you know what? I haven't been to a single Hawaiian party. I need new friends.
I will throw one just for you.
Yes, just so I can. What if I didn't wear this shirt though? I have a lot of Hawaiian shirts.
You should wear them all at once, and
All
then
at once.
throughout the night, like it's like, oh, I got another one, surprise!
Man, it's getting hot in here.
Another Hawaiian shirt.
Man, it's really hot in here. Just keep pulling them off.
They never end.
They
either.
never end.
Yeah, they just keep appearing.
Oh my god! And then finally, I just have tattoos of like Hawaiian stuff all over me. Just, God, it's
I was
hot.
gonna say
here.
you accidentally find out that that's your superpower, that you can just like produce Hawaiian
It's a blessing
shirts.
and a curse.
All right, so I think that you put running out of gas first.
Okay.
I think that you made your second one kidnapping. I think your third one is removing hair from a drain, and I think your fourth one is slipping on a banana peel.
Okay. So number 1, removing hair from a drain.
Dang it! I thought about it.
It's one of the things that just makes me feel ill.
All right.
Number 2, kidnapping.
Okay, I got that one right.
Number 3, running out of gas.
Okay.
And number 4, slipping on a banana peel. Because here's the thing. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I'm built different. I don't slip on banana peels. Banana peels slip on me. You can take that one to the bank.
All right. What do
All
you
right,
think?
for you, I put your number 1 was slipping on banana peel.
Really?
Number 2, because I think that you'll never pass off the chance to be a silly little goose. Or elbow me in the elbow.
That was impressive.
Number 2,
Kind of.
removing hair from the drain.
Okay.
Number 3, kidnapping, and number 4, running out of gas.
No.
I didn't get a single one right.
No, you got one of them right. I think. So my number 1, 100% is kidnapping. How many times have I told you I'm easily kidnappable?
Here's the thing, though. I was thinking that you just try your hardest to get kidnapped on a daily basis.
No, I don't. I don't.
You work for you do the bell at the Salvation Army. What is to stop somebody from just pulling up? I watched this happen. Last time your parents came to visit, I was walking down the road in front of your house. We didn't plan, I didn't know this. And then you were walking up there and you had your headphones in and you were looking out your phone and your parents pulled onto the sidewalk right next to you and you didn't notice until they opened the door and said, "Hi, Bianca!"
To be fair, I was texting my mom. Wait, I don't think I told her that either. I was in the process
Yeah, what if you were
of
texting your
my
mom and then someone pulls up to you who is not your mom? Then what happens?
Well, no.
Bright blue
actually,
Mini Cooper? God, it could
have been anyone.
have been anybody.
Yeah,
Could have missed it.
Could have been any big scary guy.
I'd like to see somebody try to kidnap me if they had a Mini Cooper, though.
Okay. I'll remember that. No, actually, one of the first times we hung out, I don't remember if I told you in the car or if I just thought about it, but I was like, he could so easily be kidnapping me right now because...
What were we doing?
It was when I was going over to your house to quote unquote watch you guys play D&D, but then I ended up playing D&D.
You don't say it like that. That's...
No, and then ended
So
up
yeah,
playing
one of the
D&D.
first times we ever hung out was that I invited her.
Yeah.
To play Dungeons and Dragons with my friends, but I told her, "Oh yeah, no, we're already full, so like
It's
you can
a
just
wonder
come
this
watch us."
friendship lasted.
And then you came there and we're like, "Gotcha!" And then we put a bag over your head, and then
No,
and then I put a bag over your head, and then I took it off, and then you were in front of a bunch of dice, and the rest is history.
No, but
Surprise!
I hadn't ever like left campus. Like I had only been on campus.
Right.
And it was like the nighttime when you picked me up.
Yes.
And it was dark outside, and we were just driving, and I had no idea where we were going, and I was like, we could be going anywhere right now.
We were in a neighborhood though.
I don't know.
You don't pay attention though.
I
I'll
really
be
don't.
driving
It's a
and
problem.
I'll see the like McDonald's, the big sign, like the M is broken off, the whole big M, and they're like, "Oh my god, look at that!" And she'll be, "How did you notice that?" I don't know, because I look.
But you're the one driving. You should look. I'm working on it. Anyways, so number 1, kidnapping.
Yes.
But, anyways. Number 2, I put removing hair from the drain. But I don't have a major issue with it. Like, obviously, I don't like it. No one likes it.
Sure.
But
It's your hair, though. Like, you know it's your hair.
Right.
When I do it, I don't know whose hair it is.
Right, that's what I was going to say. So, that, and then also, like...
I mean, it's either... No, if I have to remove hair from my apartment, I don't know whose it is.
Yeah.
My girlfriend,
Number
but...
3, I put slipping on a banana peel, and number 4, I put running out of gas. So you got those 2 right.
Okay, so I got 2 right, and you got 2 right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we tied again. Oh my god. Okay. It's your room. You gotta clean it up. I don't know.
All right. Oh, let's not do that one.
No, yeah, let's avoid that one at all. Oh God, no, I know this one already. I don't like the picture of that one.
No.
Oh baby, all right. All right, so we have number one. We have losing.
Okay.
Like just losing at all. Number 2, long toenails. Number 3, cemeteries. Number 4, storms.
All right, this is a little bit tricky.
Yeah.
Oh, I did that wrong. All right, I got it. Oh, wait, I gotta guess yours. I always forget about that part.
You always forget about me?
I never forget about you, Tom. I'm so sorry. Okay.
You know what? Is this a good time? Is this a good time to tell the story?
Yeah, sure. That's fine.
Okay. Because we're just talking about the kidnapping thing. Because I have we'll get into it, but
this is why I was scared. You kidnap people.
Yeah, I have a history. No, don't start off like that. I have a history of texting people vague things and then taking them on surprise adventures. All in good fun.
So spontaneous.
We're a spontaneous guy. What can I say?
At some point, we need to have an episode where we talk about all of the names that we almost were, or all of the jokes that we humored, at least.
I don't know if I saved them, but
I have a lot of them.
No, because this year's gonna be roasting all the dumb names I came up with.
No, for sure.
I see your game now. All right, I'm ready.
No.
No. Did you just try to erase it? She just dropped the pen on her shirt and it got a mark on her shirt and she just tried to erase it with a dry erase marker.
It didn't work. Okay, tell your story.
We'll talk about it first. Oh. So I guess your fears were number 1, losing. Number 2, storm. Nope. How did I mess that up?
I don't know. I got confused too. I did it wrong too somehow. Go ahead.
How did I mess that up?
Okay. So you guessed number 1 is losing.
Yes. Number 2 is storms. Number 3 is long toenails, and number 4 is cemeteries.
You got all of them wrong.
All of them wrong?
Yes.
All right. Cool.
Number 1.
How'd that happen?
Number 1, I put long toenails, but it's less of long toenails and more of gross ones,
okay,
dirty. I don't like that.
Sure.
But, nah. Well, yeah, I don't like it. Number 2, I put cemeteries. I'm not particularly scared of cemeteries. I did when I was a kid. We would do the whenever you drive by a cemetery, you
hold your breath.
Hold your breath.
Okay.
That was a thing.
Sure.
But I don't know. No, I'm not as scared anymore because now I've been to more cemeteries or
right.
we've done cleaning up families' graves and stuff like that,
sure.
which has been cool. Sorry.
The train just went by. The train.
Number 3, I put storms. Typically, I like storms, but actually, storms should be higher. Did you put storms higher? It should be higher because when I'm by myself and it's storming outside, I'm scared. The other day, when the power went out or whatever, I was I didn't want to be here.
Oh, I was gonna say when we had a storm here, the power went out.
And
for
then,
your place, that didn't go out for mine.
Yeah, it didn't go out for very long. But,
okay.
And then number 4, I put losing because I'm not scared of losing. I don't lose.
I knew
your girl's a winner.
I knew that's what you were gonna say when you said that number. Your last one was losing. I was like, oh, she's gonna say because she doesn't lose.
Yeah, your
Except
girl's
for
a winner.
bowling, but
I did.
You did not win at bowling.
I win. No, you're wrong. You're wrong. I won when we bowled.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
I'm really positive you did not win.
No, I just didn't get a strike.
First place.
No, I just didn't get any strikes. I won. I was the most consistent player.
I don't think you won, though.
I did.
Listen, do you have pictures?
I will find them and show you.
Well, until that happens, I'm pretty sure you didn't win, so...
I won.
We'll just go with that.
I just didn't get a strike. I got really close, but I got a spare every time I went.
Who are you guys going to trust here? If Old Faithful Thomas over here? Or I don't lose, Bianca? Who are you going to try?
I'm a winner.
Bingo. What is Bingo? But Bingo, what say you?
Don't you dare put words in his mouth. He's an angel. No, bad. Don't. Okay, I guessed that you put number 1, storms.
Okay.
Number 2, I guess long toenails. I don't know why. Number 3, cemeteries, and number 4, losing.
I'm sorry. Say that whole thing again. I was looking at yours and I was getting really confused.
We could just. Okay, I guessed storms for number 1. I guess number 2 is long toenails. Number 3 is cemeteries, and number 4 is losing.
Okay. You got 1 right.
Okay, go ahead.
But I guess that's enough to win, so it's fine.
Go ahead.
All right, so my number 1 fear. Storms.
That's what I got right?
Yeah, I'm not particularly scared of storms.
Cool.
Just of these things. I live in an area of the country that doesn't typically get doesn't ever really get tornadoes or earthquakes or hurricanes or anything like that. Mm-hmm. We get maybe one big tornado a year. That's about it. 1 or 2. So I'm not particularly scared of storms, but I'm not scared of any of these other things. Then I put losing. I mean, I don't think anyone likes to lose. I don't think anyone's like, man, I can't wait to lose.
No, see, I didn't put that high for you because
I never lose.
No, I'm trying to figure out how to say this because you'll know exactly what I mean. You'll know exactly what I mean when I make sure it sounds nice. One of the qualities I admire most about you is that you will do something even if you know you're not going to be good at it. Like you don't really care.
Like podcasting.
Like you don't really care if you're going to be really great at it or really bad at it, but you're like, oh, I'll do it if it's fun.
Sure.
And I admire that a lot about you. So I put losing low because
like axe throwing. Do you remember when we went axe throwing?
I do remember when we went axe throwing.
So we went axe throwing for about it was like one of those I didn't play against you. It doesn't matter.
I know, but I won.
Is that it was one of those like it was basically in someone's trailer.
Yeah.
So we did it. I did it for like 10 minutes because there was a line, and it didn't stick to the board once. However, I went to an actual axe throwing place, and I found that they actually spray the boards with water to make them more like cushiony.
Makes sense.
And they didn't do that with that one. So really, I was at a disadvantage. Here's the thing: I went axe throwing 2 weeks ago, and I did very well. Like I got there was at one point, I think I got like 5 bullseyes in a row. So really, I have the picture.
So
of it.
Really, no, I know. So really, I couldn't. You don't want to go against me because if I did good here, imagine how good I do there.
maybe you get a sense of false confidence and then you mess it up.
I never have false confidence. I just have confidence.
And then Jesus Christ.
Oh gosh.
Then I put long toenails. Then I put cemeteries.
Okay. Oh.
Cemeteries dead last. Here's the thing. I'm not scared of cemeteries at all.
I had cemeteries last for you, and then I switched it with losing.
So, here's my thing with cemeteries. I think I mentioned it last episode. I don't have a thing for cemeteries. I actually didn't like cemeteries in high school. I remember I was dating a girl in high school who we were just walking around a park and there was a cemetery next to the park. And she was like, let's go. Let's just check it out. And I was like, oh, this is weird. I don't like this. But here's the thing. So I apparently have a propensity for I have a propensity for just texting people very vague things and hoping that they'll come with me. Mm-hmm. Because I think that's fun. Now, I should probably be I don't do this with a lot of people. I'm typically aware of who would be creeped out by that and who wouldn't. But so I went on a date with a girl. Now, well, later we were like, oh, that was a date. Where I basically just texted her. We were in like a history class together, and we were doing like a research paper. Mm-hmm. And I texted her. I found of the guy we were doing the paper on. I found his gravestone. It was like 20 minutes from here. So I texted her and I said, hey, do you want to go on a historical adventure? Oh. And she said yes.
Because if you say it like that, it sounds fun. If you specifically were like, do you want to go to a graveyard? Like, that's a different question.
Well, okay, and then so here's the thing. Lied. Here's the thing. She said yes. She said, what do I need to bring? And it was raining out, so I said... No, so I said... a sword.
A shovel.
So I said, shoes you aren't afraid to get wet. Or muddy. Maybe I said muddy.
Okay.
And then I just drove her out like 25 minutes away. We walked 1.5 miles into the woods and found a 200-year-old graveyard. And we dated for like 6 months after that. So, I mean...
Whatever works. I mean, you know your move. That's great.
And here's the thing. I was invited to speak at like a freshman orientation at my college.
And I was so proud.
And so I was invited to speak at this freshman orientation. And... I told that story as in like the guise of like, why did I do that? And it was, well, when you're in college, you feel more comfortable doing those types of things. You just do things, get out there. I wanted to make friends, so I would do stuff like that all the time. So the only thing that people took away from that was I was in the Starbucks, and the president of the university walks up to me. He says, "Hey, you are the graveyard kid, right?"
Oh, you're the graveyard kid.
So here's the thing. Now I am the graveyard kid at my school.
So can I just say real quick, because I like this idea. I have a professor who has noticed that I wear funny socks all the time, and he started calling me Socks.
Right.
And I think we should now rename the show The Graveyard Kid and Socks.
Or Graves and Socks?
Graves and Socks? Oh, no.
See, here's the thing. I think for, like, as far as nicknames or code names go, I think Socks and Graves is a pretty dope.
Socks and Graves? That's actually, we sound like an old school, like, cop show. Like,
exactly.
Come on, Graves.
I was thinking that or, like, a comedy duo.
That too.
Or like just a punk show.
We're like Abbott and Costello, but like Socks and Graves.
I was thinking, well, or go back to the cop thing. What's this? Shoot, something. Tango and Cash. Socks and Graves. Boom. I needed the gun. That's the name of the episode. Socks and Graves.
Absolutely.
All right, we have time for a few more, I think.
Yeah, we'll try to do them faster.
But I did want to just tell that story because it is a funny story. Okay.
What does that say?
What? Oh, I just saw the first part.
Get rid of that one. That one's dumb.
Yeah, I just saw this one though, and I was like, oh no. So it said the card that we're getting rid of because it's dumb is terrible things happening. But
I just read terrible things.
What are you afraid of? Terrible
things.
As a rule, I like good things and I dislike terrible things.
Oh, good for you. You got your priorities straight. Okay, so we got long tunnels, going outside, beards, and telling a joke and no one laughs. Oh, this one is tricky. There's actually a lot of options here.
There really are.
I could go a lot of different ways on this. And I really don't know what to put for you. Okay.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here.
All right.
With you.
All right.
All right. I thought your number one fear. Actually, you go first.
Guess yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I went last time.
I guess that your number one fear is telling a joke and no one laughs in this context. Number 2, I put long tunnels. Number 3, I put what did I put? Going outside. And number 4, I put beards.
Okay. You got 2 right.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
So of course, number 1 is telling a joke and nobody laughs. Right? I mean, come on. Number 2 is beards.
What? Have you looked in the mirror? Are you aware?
Is there something on my face? Is there something on my face? Don't mess with me on this, Bianca. It's okay. Hold on. We're about to do this.
You dork.
Why don't you tell me?
I have.
How long have you waited? How long have you known?
We've talked about this. We've discussed the thing on your face. Okay.
That's my face.
Okay, elaborate. Why is beards on there?
You ever see some gross beards?
Okay. Yeah, you know I have.
And something about and no offense, but you know those guys who just have the beards that go down to like here? That just go down to the like waist?
Yep.
Something about that grosses me out.
Yep.
Something about it I don't like. Maybe it's the maintenance, maybe it's the upkeep. You ever see somebody with like a really, like they have like a big beard, but it's like super well maintained? It looks almost like cartoonish.
Yeah.
I don't like that either.
Okay, that's fair.
Not my beard though. My beard's perfect. May have broken my phone doing that bit, but all right.
I know, that's why I said.
But I'm glad you laughed though. If you hadn't laughed,
well, the number one fear you would have been out.
Would have had some trauma. I kicked the mic. Number 3 is going outside, and number 1 is long tunnels. I don't fear long tunnels even a little bit.
Oh, really?
So we went to a tunnel. We went on like a hike last year.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And there was this big abandoned tunnel, and we just went into it. I felt no fear at all. I was like, I was disappointed because at a certain point, when you got into the tunnel, they barred it off because like it's unsafe, and I was like, I want to go keep going. So the tunnels don't creep me out. The only thing about tunnels that may creep me out is just I live in the United States. They're like, I don't know, people in there, like homeless people in there. Probably, just hanging out in the tunnel. But otherwise,
no, I should have thought about that. I forgot we went on that hike. We've been on so many hikes.
I'm planning another one. So.
Yay.
For you.
Okay.
Don't look at a card. I'm gonna tell you. I put telling a joke and no one laughs is your number one fear.
Okay.
I actually, you know what? I went on a limb. I did the same ones I did. Telling a joke and no one laughs, beards, going outside, long tunnels.
You did 4, 3, 2, 1?
Yep.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah.
I got it all right?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I
went on a limb.
said 4, 3, 2, 1. That's funny because I actually almost did it too, and then I went, no, it's definitely going to be different. Ah, dang it.
Oh, you've been counting up the scores?
Yeah.
Maybe beginning? Oh, I've totally not.
Oh.
No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter at all.
It really doesn't. No, I was like, I'm going out on a limb, and I said we had the exact same answer. That's great.
We did. No, that's really funny.
That's
eyes. The besties in us.
Oh my god.
No, I would say the telling a joke and no one laughs. I'm definitely not afraid of it because it happens often. Sometimes a joke just doesn't land.
Sure.
And it's usually come on. It's not something you're afraid of, but
right.
it's always like, man, thought I had that one.
Right. No, it's not something I'm afraid of, but it among a lot of things makes me feel really bad.
Yeah.
Depends on the joke. I have a proposal.
Okay.
How about I just rapid fire it, but I just do this and then you say on a scale 1 to 10.
I think
10 being this is the worst thing ever.
That's the winner.
This is a fun game, but I'm starting to realize this may not have been the best thing for a podcast.
Yes,
but,
that's okay.
But we're doing it. Ooh, okay. Live food. Food that is alive.
10.
10?
10. Absolutely not.
I will say 6. I've eaten live squid before.
No, I get my steak extra well done, like burned.
Gotta make sure that boy's dead.
It's gone. Yeah.
No, I'll say 6 because I had a live squid, but I can't imagine eating anything else that's alive besides a squid. 10.
Dang
Oh
it, none of these are funny.
Balloons.
1. I love balloons.
4 because if I mess with them too much, they're gonna pop and it's gonna scare me.
Mosquitoes.
7.
Okay.
Spreaders of disease. They're vectors for disease.
Yeah.
I
know so many of these are not fun.
Flying.
Oh, 0.
Okay.
I fly all the time.
I will say 4. Because something about when you're up there, I'm like, man, if this goes down, what am I gonna do about it? You know?
Math.
7.
9.5.
The devil. Which one was that?
I'll show you later.
Okay. The devil.
I don't know. I don't think about him too much.
I'm a pretty solid fiddle player, so I'll say a 3.
I just avoid Georgia,
That's smart.
Stay out of
That's
Georgia.
smarter.
Monsters under your bed.
0.
I just know that they're there to make me laugh.
You know what? You know
Laugh
what?
Factory.
You know what?
What?
4. They're not paying rent.
That's fair.
And rent 10. A Yeti.
A Yeti? Okay, it's really hard.
2, I want to hug it.
That's what I was gonna say.
We should go to Nepal.
I think I should.
The besties go to Nepal.
Yes. I think I should be a lot more afraid of them than I am. So many of these cards are
10. Someone touching your belly button. 10. If you touch my belly button, I will scream and cry and pee and I will do everything possible. I'll just explode. That's my
tickle tickle tickle.
No, that's the worst thing ever. What'd you say?
I don't a 5 or 6. Haunted houses.
Oh, 2.
Okay, what about real haunted houses? Like not the fun kind.
Oh, like an actual house that is haunted.
Yeah, I'm saying both, yeah.
An actual house that is haunted. 7 or 8. I don't I'm not one of those people unless I'm with a big group of friends. Like if us and our friends wanted to do this and be like, "Oh, let's all rent a haunted hotel." Then I'd do that, but if it's just "Oh, I'm just hanging out by myself. Oh, I've heard this place is haunted." Nope, I'm okay. We could vlog it though.
We could. You know what? Maybe we do it for the pod.
Strangers?
Strangers? I never learned Stranger Danger.
3.
I was more of a subscriber of Every Stranger's a Friend You Haven't Met Yet.
That's why you're gonna get kidnapped.
That's why I'm gonna get kidnapped. Full circle. The government.
10.
Fair.
Technology.
Technology? You know what? I'm starting to get scared of technology. I'm gonna go like 8 or 9. I'm getting a little nervous with the techno stuff that's happening in the world.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Going bald.
Going bald, 0. I don't care.
Oh, really?
I think I could rock it.
I was gonna say, do you think you could rock it?
As long as I have a beard, I think I'd be okay, you know?
What if your beard went bald?
10. I just learned about it. I'm just trying to grow fast. Heights.
Hikes?
Heights.
Heights. I'm not scared of heights.
There was a point where I remember I got on a zip line and then I looked down. I was like, nope, I'm getting down. They're like, you can't get down. You already climbed up. And I was like, nope, nope.
Yeah,
we're
no.
getting down. But that was like 5th grade. So
the trapeze is like crazy high, and I don't like climbing the ladder. Something about climbing ladders is so much scarier to me than doing anything else when you're up there. You know? Climbing the ladder does make me really nervous. When I was a kid, what I would have to do is I would sing myself a song. It would usually be like Defying Gravity from Wicked, and I would like Defying Gravity, and then I would get to the top, and then I'd be totally fine. But the climbing of the ladder part does make me a little nervous. Having your eyes touched.
10. Do not touch my eyes.
Not about it. 10.
Nope,
I'm
wrong.
with you.
Getting stuck in an elevator.
Did we talk about that on air?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna talk about it really quick.
Okay.
Last week or week before, whatever, I was just recently stuck in an elevator at our school, and I was stuck in it for 5 minutes, which I know does not sound like a long time, but trust me, elevator time is a long time.
Sure.
It's a long time to be stuck in an elevator. And I'm pressing the buttons and nothing's happening, and I was getting stressed out. And I'm
was it just the door shut and didn't open?
Yeah, so the door shut, I pressed my button to move, I had my headphones on playing a song, and then I was like, a lot of this song has played. And I was like, did I not click the button? And I clicked it again, and it still didn't move, and I was like, did I not click the button? Did I not click the button? I just kept clicking it, and nothing was happening. And I'm going, door open, door open, door open! But, and the only reason it opened was because someone called it. So it did move.
It just didn't open.
No, so it didn't move all the way. I think it moved a little bit.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it moved a little bit, and then I got stuck like in between floors, and then someone called it back up to where I was, because I felt it go back up. But we definitely didn't go all the way down. So
that's horrible.
So I went back up, and I was like, don't get on!
Don't get on it, guys.
Don't trust
it. Save
it.
yourself!
And now, the dumb part here is that I've learned the elevator can go up, it just can't go down. So
you'll have to tell me which one that is.
Well, it has an out of order sign on it now finally, but I did write it a couple more times.
No, my I never told you this, but my girlfriend's apartment.
No, you told me.
Oh, they did. Yeah, so the day it was like they were moving in. It wasn't her, but it was her friend was in the elevator and with her family, and it dropped from like the 3rd floor.
That's so scary.
To the basement, but it didn't drop like the whole way. It dropped like boom, one floor, boom, the next floor. And that'd be enough for me to never get in that elevator again.
Yeah, no.
Even though I get in that elevator every time I visit her, so maybe I'm
so
stupid.
Scary.
Oh, that was good.
Performing in public?
0.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. I'll say 5.
Really?
Because I remember when I used to act, I was terrified of it. I loved doing it, but I was terrified of it.
Yeah.
I still would be. For weeks before a performance, I would have dreams, I would have nightmares about it. That's eventually why I sort of stopped, because I was like, it's stressing me out too much. I love doing it, but the stress I have in the build-up is not worth the high I have after I did the performance, you know?
So I also did theater a lot. I started doing theater when I was 7, I think. Maybe I was 8, but I think I had just turned 8. But, so when I was a little kid. And I do remember right before my first performance was Beauty and the Beast, and I played Chip the Teacup, but we weren't that far along in the story, so at first I was just like a town's kid, you know? And, you know the line in Beauty and the Beast where he goes, Marie, the baguettes, hurry up. I was Marie, so I got to carry the baguettes.
Sure.
And then the chef yelled at me. It was fun. But his name was Ian, and he was kind of like one of my older brothers there. He was a teenager, and I was 8, and he just, like, always took care of me. And I remember right before we went on, I was like, Ian, I'm scared. And he, like, held my hand and was like, we got this. It'll be all right. And I had I just like took a deep breath within, and it was the greatest. And then we had so much
You killed
fun.
it. You held that tray.
I held the tray of baguettes. I skipped right behind him, hurried along, but like, I don't know. It's one of those weird theater memories that means nothing.
Yeah.
But like, I remember a lot. So Ian, if you're listening, thanks. You're the reason I act. You're the reason I made it.
You made it big.
You are the reason I have a podcast today. We wouldn't have Barely Barrel Besties
Ian
without
saved
Ian.
me.
Ian saved me. I love you, Ian. I'm gonna have to send this to him.
You're all horrible.
Okay, we'll try to go fast. Puppets.
Well, I mean, 7 if they look like that. Yeah, 7 if they look like this.
It's the kind like it's the
like
marionette type of thing.
Yeah. But 7 if they look like that. 4 if they look like, sort of Jim Henson type ones.
Yeah.
Because they can look creepy.
Mimes.
And that, well, I was gonna say,
Sorry.
and then 8 if we're on a first date. And mimes 0. They annoy me.
Yeah, it's weird. I've never. I have seen a mime. I have seen a mime.
I was gonna say, I don't know if I've ever seen a mime.
I've seen one mime, and he.
Where were you?
In
LA.
No, I was on a school trip abroad.
Was this one in Spain?
No, it was in Paris.
Paris.
Yeah.
Why did you all you had to say was Paris?
I know. I panicked.
I was abroad.
I panicked.
You can't say the P word.
Again.
That's the title of the episode.
Here again.
The P word. That's the title of the episode. God, you're a genius.
Parking garages.
Am I gonna get to do one?
You haven't said any.
Parking garages? Ooh.
That's a little scary.
Okay. If we're talking about just parking in them, like 4. I hate driving in them. If we're talking about walking around in them, 7 or 8. I mean, isn't that where most like murders happen?
There was an episode of Monk where it has to do with a parking garage, and I have been like nervous around them ever since.
Yeah.
Because I watched it when I was a kid.
No, and I rarely am in parking garages by myself, but I don't love them.
Yeah.
Spicy foods.
Ooh, I mean, scared is dumb. I'm not
okay,
scared.
but let's talk. Do a number.
I don't like them.
Yeah.
Honestly, like an 8, maybe higher. Because
I
know it's just that I know that I can't handle it.
Sure.
You know, and rejection.
I mean, 7 or 8.
You get used to it. I'm just kidding. No. What?
No, that's just funny. I had something about spicy foods.
Oh, spicy foods. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. So I went on another date.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're talking about dates. Why not? On the weird dates I've been on, is that we went to a Thai restaurant, and we went to a Thai restaurant, and it was like our 1-year anniversary or something like that, and I ordered some dish, and then he said, "Okay, 1 to 5, or excuse me, 1 to 10. How much do you want? How much spice do you want?" And I think the exact words I said.
Like the waiter said that?
Yes. I think the exact words I said were 6. How bad could it be?
Oh, Thomas.
Well, my dear devoted viewers of Barely Barrel Besties, 6 is pretty bad.
6 is
I was coughing. I was choking. My nose was leaking. And then this waiter walks up to me. So my date is just sitting there like, sort of awkward, just sort of like, "You okay? Should I get something?" "No, I'm okay." "I'm okay." And then the waiter walks up to me and says, "Spicy enough for you, sir?"
Oh, he did that on purpose.
And then he grabbed my girlfriend's arm and they left together. And
Okay, I have a couple.
Well, I have a few as
Go
well.
ahead. I'm sorry.
Getting married.
I'm not scared of getting
10.
married.
No.
I'm not scared of getting married. No,
I'm afraid of the bill for a wedding.
Well, that's different. No, getting married sounds fun because that's like a party. Let's have a party that's kind of about me. That's great.
Sure.
But me and someone else.
Sure.
But
right. But they don't matter as much.
But I think it's more the before the getting married. I think I'm a little bit nervous about the actual the dating part. I don't like that part.
You don't like dating?
I don't like that part so much.
Okay.
The getting married.
Let's just get married. Yeah,
I can handle the
not?
getting married.
Just, listen, it's been
commitment.
it's been a month and a half. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. I don't...
Okay, let's see. Big cities.
I'm good.
You
2 or
lived
3.
in LA, yeah.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
I'd say 3, just because like I like cities. I've never lived in a big city.
I have
death.
Death?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess like a 10. No one. Yeah.
I'm pretty good at playing fiddle. 0.
Fair. The losing your wallet. I don't know if you're afraid of that.
I'll say 6 because that seems like a huge inconvenience.
Well,
like resetting all the credit cards, having to go and get my driver's license again. It's just expensive and annoying.
Well, I'm just reminded of this is another almost kidnapped story of me. I found a wallet on the ground.
Oh,
no, you're involved. I found a wallet on the ground.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, and I opened it, it had her ID in it, so I sent her an email and was like, hey, blah, 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 I found your wallet, whatever. Do you want me to give it back to you, or do you want me to turn it in LAPD?
Gotta take it.
And she went, how about you meet my boyfriend and give it to him? And I was like, I don't know if I want to give it to anyone who's not you.
Right.
And she was like, no, really, it's okay. My boyfriend will be there at whatever time. And I was like, I don't like it. And I told you.
Yeah, so you texted me.
Yeah, I texted you, and you said, do you want me to come with you? And I was probably gonna reply yes.
I waited about 5 minutes. I said, do you want me to come with you to drop it off to this girl's boyfriend? And I waited about 5 minutes. You didn't respond, and I said,
Never
okay,
mind,
I said, never mind, where are you? I'm coming with you. Because I was like, I don't know. That's weird. That's
For the
really
record,
weird.
I ended up not giving it to him. I gave it to her because I'm not crazy. Mice rats. Are you afraid of mice or rats? I'm gonna go.
If they're on a subway, 0. I don't care.
If they're in your house?
If they're in my house, 10.
Yeah, 10. Absolutely, 10.
Actually, 9 bats is 10.
That's fair.
I've had a bat in my house once.
I'm actually not. I don't think I would be as
They
afraid.
fly!
Yeah, mouses, they scurry.
Mouses fly!
Mouses, mice scurry and that. Wait, what? Don't say things like that. That's a 10. That's a 12.
Everybody gangsters, the mouse starts flying.
Knives.
5. If someone walks, actually
Me
10.
with a knife.
10. If someone walks up to me and they have a knife, I'm probably not gonna be pretty happy about that.
I want you to answer on my behalf.
For knives?
No, for this. Insects.
Oh, 300.
300. I cannot handle it. I can't. I can't do it.
Let's do a few more and then we'll wrap this one up.
Quicksand.
Quicksand. You know what? Quicksand has not been as big of an issue in adulthood as I thought it would be. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to be caught lacking, okay? I'm always prepared. 10.
I want to see quicksand. I don't want to get stuck in quicksand, but I want to be like I want to,
You almost got me. You got to be quicker than that.
I love that that's something as like a society we all know.
No, I don't think so though.
I think so.
I think we know it. I think people in our age bracket know it. I don't know if like anyone else knows.
I think they do. The Geico commercial.
With
the guy has a fishing rod with money on it. Go, gotta be quicker than that.
You got it. Almost had it.
Almost had it there.
You gotta be quicker than that.
Nightmares.
2. I mean, they're done when I wake up.
Are they?
Every day I do this podcast.
Thomas.
Every day I do this podcast.
You're living the nightmare?
I'm living this nightmare.
This is the nightmare?
I have a nightmare every single week about doing a podcast, and I wake up and then I'm doing a podcast. Never-ending podcast.
No, I have like really vivid dreams, and so sometimes I get real scared.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had a dream the other night. I remember you were in it, and it was a scary one. And then I like texted you in the middle, and I was like, "Hey, can you just tell me you're okay? I need to confirm that you are okay because that felt really real."
Right.
So I'm gonna go 7 or 8 there. Motorcycles.
4. I wouldn't get on one.
In terms of riding a motorcycle, 10.
Mm-hmm.
Like
yeah.
motorcycles on their own, just sitting there, not afraid.
Yeah.
But no, I have promised many people I will never get on a motorcycle.
Yeah, no,
I'm
because I don't
so
see the need
scared.
to. All right, let's see. Sharing food.
Now,
of course, no. Pre-COVID, I would say 0.
Okay.
Pre-COVID, I would say 0, unless I knew you were sick.
Yeah.
Pre-COVID, I'd say 0. Post-COVID,
Do you remember?
Post-COVID, I'll share food with you. I don't care. I'll share food with my friends. I don't care. Or my family. I don't care. Anyone else, I would say 5 or 6. I'm probably not going to do that if like someone in my class says, hey, here you want some chips, and they hand it to me in their hand. But
no, that's the thing with
y'all,
working.
I don't care.
That's the thing with working with kids. They're always like, here, have this gummy bear, and it's like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it. That's really nice of you. No, thank you.
Right.
No, thanks, bud. That's my first bud of the episode. You're welcome. I said
she
it like 7 times last week. I don't know.
Episode. She never says bud.
I don't know what was
or
going
buddy.
on.
You said buddy once.
But do you remember the first football game we went to?
We shared nachos, right? No, we shared popcorn.
Well, we kind of shared popcorn.
Well, no, you... I took a handful, and then you... and then you wouldn't let me eat it.
That's not what happened. No, I let you eat it. I just didn't let you take the bag. I was like, I'll hold the bag. You can eat it.
Y'all don't mess with the popcorn.
Popcorn's important to me.
Lice, I'll say 10. That seems like the nastiest thing to me ever.
Have you had lice?
No, I've not. It just grosses me out.
Yeah.
Apparently, you know what I learned the other day? It's a good cure for lice.
Mayonnaise?
Yeah,
I know.
I didn't know. Oh, you had lice before?
Yeah. Olivia.
I guess if you work at a gym.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't related to that at all. Olivia, my best friend and I, when we were a kid, we went to horseback riding, and they made us wear helmets, and they did not disinfect the helmets.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ew. No, that's actually one of my weirdest, biggest fears. Not because like it's like horrifying or I'm gonna die. It's just the idea of that is so nasty to me.
Yeah. No, mayonnaise all over. Mummies, you afraid?
0.
Yeah, I'm good. Neighbors. Ha! My neighbors.
Well, your neighbors.
My neighbors are a little bit
sketchy.
neighbors
sell meth. But
I like my neighbors.
5.
Yeah.
Depends on who they are.
Depends on the neighbor for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last thing I have. My last one.
Yeah.
New things.
4. I feel like you're allowed to be afraid of doing new things. Yeah, I feel like you're allowed to be afraid of it. But that doesn't mean I stop doing things.
Yeah.
That are new.
I think the worst part about these, you know what I mean, playing these card games with me is that I always kind of end up making
throw them.
mess.
It's your room though, so I mean.
I know, I'll clean them up.
We'll
I always
okay.
clean them up. I just kind of put them everywhere.
I have one more.
Okay, go ahead.
This is one that a lot of people are afraid of, but I think if I didn't know you, I would think that you would be terrified of these.
Me?
But I think that you aren't.
Okay.
Roller coasters.
I love roller coasters.
Because I feel like I would think upon first meeting, oh, she does not like roller coasters.
That's fair.
But
I get that.
I feel like you love roller coasters.
I do. I love roller coasters so much, except for
that needs to be before we graduate. We should go to like Six Flags or something like that.
Dollywood. We should go to Dollywood.
We should go to Dollywood. Yes.
No, because like no joke, the rides.
Wait a second. We have a friend that works at Disney.
Hmm. Actually, I'm talking about it. We'll talk about it later. But Dollywood is like so much fun. The rides at Dollywood,
they're pretty good. I like them better than the ones at Six Flags.
They're ridiculously fast. I've never been on a ride that fast. I was so scared, but in a great way.
Yes.
There was only one ride I genuinely had a panic attack.
Was it the Eagle one?
It was the Eagle.
Eagle one. Because aren't you like dangling? Aren't your feet dangling?
Yes, because your feet dangle. And the thing...
And I had flip-flops on.
The thing got, like, really tight, and I couldn't breathe. And so the whole ride, I was like, I want out. I can't do this one. I can't do this one. I can't do this one. But, like, every other roller coaster,
would you do it again if we went back to Dollywood?
Now I know. I think I can handle it now because I'm aware of what's going to happen, but I didn't know exactly.
So my favorite ride I've ever been on was at Six Flags Atlanta. Mm-hmm. And it's called the Superman. So I remember we waited in line for like 4 hours.
I've never been to Six Flags.
It's my favorite of the amusement parks. But I mean, Dollywood's an experience besides, like, you know, Dollywood and Disney are like, they have the rides, but there's other stuff. Six Flags is really only the rides. I think the same with Carowinds in Charlotte. I think that's...
And Holiday World?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, what? Is Holiday World not a Universal thing?
No. Where's Holiday World? Wait.
There's a bunch of Holiday Worlds, but no, I don't go to Holiday World because every single time I've been to Holiday World, I have come back with the flu.
It's because Holiday World is only in where you live.
What?
Yes.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's in Santa Claus, Indiana.
I know that, but I guess I, for some reason, thought it was everywhere.
No.
Huh?
But...
Indiana listeners, did you know that?
Shout out to our Indiana listeners. It's called the Superman. You're on your stomach, and
Yeah.
I don't know if you could do that. If you would like that.
I think it'd be fine.
Well, if I told you ahead of time, because you start out, I'm pretty sure if I remember,
Oh, you fall.
and then you
All right.
lean over. No, but if I told you about it now.
Fears, though, I am afraid of the oh my gosh, words, fair rides, like fair rides.
As you should be.
Yeah, I don't ride fair rides because I don't want to die, and they scare me.
No, I feel like that's completely fair.
So not afraid of roller
Fair.
coasters. That's so funny. Anyways.
I'm trying to think if I have any irrational fear. Oh, no, that one's not as fun. The teeth. I'm afraid of.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of accidentally breaking my teeth because it sounds like it hurts a lot.
I'm scared.
That's my irrational fear. I don't love.
Well, so I am afraid of dolphins. Like genuinely. Yes. And people always think that's funny because they're like, dolphins, they're so great. They're not. Anyone,
they're pretty vile.
Anyone who's still on the side of dolphins are super fun and cuddly needs to wake up.
Wake up,
Wake
people.
up and see the truth.
Wake up,
it's not
sheeple.
true. Dolphins are mean creatures with bad intentions always.
Evil intentions.
They will land on your mom's head and break her neck for fun. That's what happened. For context, that's what happened. And its tail slapped me in the face. I had a bruise from the dolphin down my face.
Add insult to injury. It knew what it was doing.
Yeah. No, after it landed on my mom's neck, it came
started
back.
laughing.
It came
smoked
back
a
and
cigarette.
under.
You smoked a cigarette, burn it out on your
No.
forehead.
But yeah. So I am like scared of dolphins.
Yeah.
That's like a fear, I guess. Like I don't actually. You know what? I don't really go in the ocean anymore, kind of because of it. Which is one of those sort of irrational fears of like.
Sure.
I'm not gonna get in the water and then boom, there's a dolphin. But like
surprise.
But like I don't know.
Surprise dolphin.
I have this feeling that like that dolphin has unfinished business and is like gonna come back and finish the job. And so
I'd watch that movie though.
Oh, thank you. I think I have a lot of stories that could be a movie. Someone commented today about our height difference,
right?
And how you and I would be like perfect animated TV characters with like.
Well, I think here's the thing though. I think they already made that show and that movie, and it's called Twins, which makes you Danny DeVito, which makes me jealous.
You want to be Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, but over Danny DeVito.
I know I want to be Danny DeVito. I love Danny DeVito. Anyways.
All right, and on that note, do you have any final thoughts on fears?
On fears, would it be super annoying if just this once you sat here and I sat there to say bye, and then our heads would be in the right place? What if we switch just really quick?
That would scare me.
What if we switch
This is my biggest fear,
really
guys.
quick?
Change.
What if we switch just for 1 second? You think we can do it? Oh my gosh, I almost fell over. It's not worth it. I'm so excited. Okay. Then our heads are going to be in the right place.
We could make this work.
You think so?
So for the audio listeners, our logo is her head on the left and my head on the right. And then But we sit the opposite,
and fans have commented.
It bugs a lot of people.
Yeah, fans have commented. So
this chair is so much more comfy than mine. This chair is so much. But it's also, I don't know. I don't know what we've done. I don't like this at all.
All right, let's do the thing.
Right.
Let's get
also,
out of here.
my irrational fear is chimpanzees, but I'll not elaborate further.
That's not irrational.
No, I don't think it is.
Totally fair.
Just look up chimpanzee with no fur and just see. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for listening to Barely Bearable Besties. I'm Thomas.
I'm Bianca.
And we will see you guys next week.
Bye!
Bye! So many people for you.
So many. Massacre.
So much blood on my hands for you.